What's good, y'all? Your boy DJ.DICE right here. I'm in mall right now. I'm in North DeKalb Mall right now. There's a studio, a music studio where you can come and record your music here. I'm here to interview Mr. Christopher Williams. He is a producer slash, this guy got so many slashes, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna start right here. He is a pianist. He's an artist himself, a composer as well, and he produced the music. And after he masters the song, he can get it to the proper places. He can get it to the radio. He can get it to the A&Rs and CEOs, anybody who can make your career real. If you got good talent, come here, come record it with my man, Mr. Christopher Williams. This is Into the Music Industry Recording Studio inside D.N.to.Earth. Come check my man out. You can look at him, and you can go and you can pretty much do a research on him. His webpage is myspace.com/DN2Earth. That's the number 2 ERTH music. Okay, and then you can go there and check him out. But your boy DJ.DICE, I'm about to interview him. We're gonna see what it is and how to get in this music industry and how to get your product to the proper people. Alright, holla at you through. Your boy DJ.DICE right here. Hold on.
Birth name, not a stage name on copyright. And
what's good? It's your boy DJ.DICE right here. As always, your man always find a way to bring entertainment to you on the next level. I'm not here with the artist this time. I am here with actual producer. This producer right here, he can get you signed. He can get your material to the proper places. He can perfect your sound. He's got the experience to back him up. I'm talking about Mr. Christopher Williams. How you doing, man?
All right. What's up, man?
Not too much, man. I appreciate you taking this time out of your busy schedule because it looks to me you have a set. You're in a session right now, so it's all love. I just wanted to ask you a few questions so we could update Atlanta and any other cities in Georgia on how to get their material radio ready and where they can get it to these producers and you know get their records spun and not sound like everybody else. I understand you are the man who can get them today.
Well, I've been doing it for a lot of years, but I'm new here to Atlanta, and we're doing it right here. So, just been working with major record labels, radio stations from Chicago, New York, and right now here in Atlanta. So we've been doing it for 20 years. So now it's actually time to bring it to the people, affordable. I've had the fortune of being in some of the #1 recording studios in the world, which was Hit Factory.
Hit Factory.
As a matter of fact, that CP70 Yamaha came out of Hit Factory. They closed the one on 54th Street in New York. There's one in Miami Beach is still open. But I knew the owners. I knew Mr. Germano and his son Troy, and I ended up going to a school that had their employees there, so I learned from the top engineers at that school. I graduated as IR in New York on the NYU campus, and I had the good fortune of, after school, every day I was working for a company called PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is an accounting firm for most major record labels in America. And every day I was at Quad Studios after school. I'd be at school from 6 to 10, and then from 10:30 to 6 in the morning I was at Quad Studios, which is a 42-story building in Manhattan.
Okay.
Every story, every floor is a studio. And so,
wow.
Yeah, you see, I met a lot of stars there. Worked with a lot of stars there, and met a lot of managers and agents and, attorneys, A&R people and everything there. So that was good, but that was after my little, I'm going to say little Chicago stint, but it was a pretty big deal. I'm from Chicago originally, so I went to Chicago, and first, everybody wants to get a job in this field, that have a love for music and a love for doing things. I'm going to say I was raised by people like Doug Banks, who's a DJ, now that's got his national syndicated show. Tom Joyner, of course, from back in the WTCI days in Chicago. And gentleman by the name of James Cochran, who was a senior A&R director for Arista Records. Them guys pretty much raised me in Chicago. So I used to be at the station every morning, 5:30 in the morning with Doug, with wake-up shows and all of that. And I wanted to do something in my field. Of course, I wanted to get song out there. So, but it cost me a lot of money to go in the studio, and by the time I make one song, I'm broke. By the time I finish half of it, I'm broke.
Yeah.
You know, and but I was fortunate enough to have songs that actually went from, you know, New York to LA and stuff like that. And I just got into a fever, I guess, in Chicago. And so I went to my old high school, and I was like, you know, because a lot of people come to me and ask me legal questions, like the copyrights and how do we even make a song and stuff like that. So I created an educational program in Chicago for the Chicago public school system. I wanted it to be, I mean, I had offers to do it for private schools and, you know, private colleges, but I wanted to give it to the people that couldn't afford to actually come into studios and do that. So my idea was, because I knew all the top studios in Chicago, the Pressure Point Chicago studio, even Universal had to set up there. They're no longer there, but they had a knee board there, which was the first one with the flying faders and all of that. And I got with Studio Chicago and Pressure Point, which has this 9,000K SSL in Pressure Point in Chicago. It was like on the tune of country. Beyonce has been there, and her girls at Destiny Child, Kanye, all of them, they record there still not today.
Yeah.
And I actually interned on that board. I was instrumental in selling that board to him. So the owner of, well, Don Worship, everybody knows him from SSL, helped actually pay for my education in New York because I actually made that sale.
How about
well,
that?
I didn't make the sale. I don't work for SSL. I just was in Chicago and I saw them preparing to install the G Series, which is what Usher loves. G Series SSL, can't get them off of it, and it works. But this was a new one. That's a K Series SSL XL 9000K, and I flew to New York for the weekend to the ASE convention. You know, they was introducing the new boards, and I got that brochure, and I went back home, and I made a beeline to the studio. I was like, man, y'all finna get the G, check this out. So they canceled the sale and bought the new one. And they have that one there now. So because of that, I was like, down, I don't work for you, but man, if that happened for me, you know, that thing cost almost $2 million, you know. They went on to help pay for my education in IAR, and I was like, whoa, okay. You know, so, but what I was doing, the Scholastic program, it would let the kids write the lyrics. Those who didn't know music or didn't know how to play an instrument or something like that, we was working with Fubu Records at the time. Their producers were on staff, and we would take the kids into a professional recording studio and let each high school, we choose 20 students out of each high school, and each high school made a CD. But we had the playoffs after that where they all get together, see who's got the hottest one and stuff like that. But the kids learned, we did script writing for radio. We ran ads on radio. I mean, they learned everything. Of course, they learned every step of copyright. They were doing the graphics for the CD covers and stuff like that. That's a VA copyright. And they learned their PA copyrights, SR copyrights, TS for intellectual property, you know, all the music and everything else. They learned that, and they actually, you know, that program was beautiful. When we got to I forget the name, Marshall High School. Marshall High School has a large auditorium, which is like 25 or 60 something for a school. That's pretty big, because now they pipe them all in and everybody can get to watch it from TV in the class. But Marshall High School is one of the older ones that had 2-3 balconies and all that. So the program actually ran itself. We didn't ask for money from the state or the school's budget. The program ran itself, and it was actually supported by everybody in the community. The parents, the stores, everybody came, and they just bought tickets. And those
so they
tickets
just invested into
exactly.
the youth out there.
Right, and those ticket sales went to pay for the kids' studio time, of course, the bus to the studios and back and stuff like that. So it was a self-supporting program, but I'm not going to say that was the only support that they got. Interscope was the first one to sign on